welcome. Today we are looking at BGCSE Biology. We are looking at paper 1 type of question. So we are looking at the topic of movement in and outside of the cell. So let's quickly start. So question 1 says active transport is the movement of, right? So when we are talking about active transport, remember we are talking about the use of energy, right? So A says a molecule from a region of high concentration to a region of their low concentration, right? So with active transport, the molecule move against the concentration gradient, right? Instead of moving from high to low, it from low to high, right? So in A says molecules from a region of their high concentration to a region of their low concentration. This is just a diffusion, right? So it is out, and then we have a particle from a region of low concentration to a region of high concentration using energy from respiration. This one is good. Urine by relaxation, this out. Water through a partial permeable membrane from more dilute to more concentration. So this one is out. In this one we're looking at osmosis. So our answer is B, right? Let's look at question 2. With question 2 it says the diagram shows an experiment to demonstrate the movement of molecules. You can see everything here, and the question says after 1 hour the water in the beaker turned red. What is most likely reason for the color change, right? So the red ink just spread out, right? So here they just want a reason. They say molecule of red ink move through the membrane by diffusion, right? So this one is diffusion, we can see it. And then molecule of red ink move through the membrane by osmosis. Osmosis involves water, right? Water molecules, right? So here they talk about molecules of red ink. That is not a water molecule. And then C says molecules of water move through the membrane by diffusion, right? Here they still talk about osmosis, right? So we are not interested in this. A molecule of water moves through the membrane by osmosis, right? So the best answer is this one. Molecule of red ink moves through the membrane by diffusion. So A was the best, right? So question 3 says what does oxygen diffuse into the blood from alveoles in the lungs, right? So the oxygen concentration in the alveole is greater than the carbon dioxide concentration in the blood, right? So remember here we are talking about oxygen, right? So here they are talking about oxygen concentration is greater than the carbon dioxide concentration in the blood, right? So here they mention carbon dioxide, right? But we are not interested in carbon dioxide, we are interested in oxygen. Let's look at B. The oxygen concentration in the alveoles is greater than in the blood, right? Here they are just focusing on the oxygen, right? So the oxygen is great. And then we are looking at C. The oxygen concentration in the blood is greater than in the alveoli. That is incorrect, right? So diffusion of oxygen will not happen if the concentration in the blood is greater than in the alveoli, right? So this is the oxygen concentration in the blood is greater than the carbon dioxide concentration in the alveoli. So here they talk about carbon dioxide, something that we are not interested, right? So the best answer was B, right? And then let's go for number 4. Number 4 says the diagram shows water and sugar molecules on the either side of partially permeable membrane. So we can see here, and then they say what happens during osmosis, right? Remember, osmosis involve water molecule. So this is all about movement of water molecules. So it says more sugar molecules pass through the membrane from X to Y, right? So here they talk about sugar molecules. We are not interested in sugar molecules, right? We are interested in water molecules. See, they say more sugar molecules pass through the membrane from X to Y. We are still not interested in this. What we are interested in is water molecule. See, more water molecules pass through the membrane from X to Y. So they come from this side to this side. So this is not true. Why? Because the more water molecules are in this side, so they are going to this side where they are low concentrated. So more water molecules pass from there, from Y, this Y, to X, right? This X, then from X to Y, right? So D is the most appropriate answer. So let's look at number 5 again. So with number 5, it says a jar of water was placed upside down on top of jar containing a brown gas as shown. Which process has taken place? Diffusion both upwards and downward, right? Remember here we have what? Air particles, right? Remember, something that occupies space or something that has volume and mass, right, is matter, right? So air is matter, right? It has volume and it has mass, right? So the air particles are moving down here and the bromine gas molecules are moving up there, right? So that's why they are mixed up, right? So part of air molecules come down, part of bromine gas molecules come up there, right? So a diffusion both upwards and downward. So A is the best, right? So if we are saying diffusion downward only, you are only talking about maybe A is the only one that goes down and this one does not go up. And then this one, osmosis only happens in something that involves water, so that's why it's out. Question 6. Now let's look at question 6. Which statement describe how young plants are supported, right? The pressure of water inside the cell pressing out the cell membrane, right? So the cell membranes makes this answer wrong, and then the pressure of water inside the cell pressing outward on the cell wall, right? That is a turgid pressure, right? And then phloem and xylem, they make the answer wrong. That's why we choose the B as the best answer. Continue on the question 7, right? question 7 says the diagram shows a test tube containing a clear gel. Drop of blue ink is injected into middle of the gel. Right, this is the test tube. The blue color of the ink spread throughout the gel. By which process does the blue ink spread through the gel? Right. So this is just the diffusion. Right. That's just the diffusion. Well, now let's move to question 8. It says which diagram shows the change in appearance of the plants when it remains in a concentrated sugar solution for 30 minutes. Yeah, the problem with this one, no, remember the plant cell has a regular shape, right? This regular shape. So when we look at here, the regular shape is the second step. So this one becomes wrong. So the regular shape must begin, right? Because the sugar solution is more concentrated, the water molecules in the plant cell will move out, right, into the sugar solution. So that's why it shrink like this, right? So this one is out. So we have to start with the regular cell. This one is out. So we're going to C and D. So let's look at C and D. C, we have the regular shape here. This is the beginning of regular shape, and then shape is changing because water molecules are moving out, and then it is squeezed. So this one is the best. This one is wrong because regular shape is at the end. So C is the best answer. And then moving to question 9. It says the diagram shows a fishing pond. Why does oxygen diffuse from the air into the water before reaching the fish? Right. Oxygen is more concentrated in the air than in the water. This true statement. Oxygen is more concentrated in water than in the air. Oxygen is needed by the fish for aerobic respiration. We are not interested in uses of oxygen, right? So we are looking at the concentration, right? So that's why A is the best. And then 10, which structure provides the best surface for diffusion, right? We know that the ileum, right? This topic for digestive system. So that's all for today. If you want more questions, remember to enroll with us. My number are just there. Thank you very much. For more information, you can contact me on the number provided. See you next time.